Ritual League! I fucking called Ritual League. I called Ritual League. Welcome, it's your friendly neighborhood Badger here, and I'm back with another update video for 3.13 Echoes of the Atlas expansion and the Ritual League alongside it. I've already released a bunch of videos today about the Echoes of the Atlas expansion itself, but this video is all about the Ritual League, the challenge league that is coming alongside the Echoes of the Atlas in 3.13. It's a lot of content that we are receiving, so all of these videos is hopefully going to be enough to help you access it all in bite-sized chunks. If you like this kind of content, comment down below with the kind of stuff that you would like to see, and remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell as well. You will keep completely updated if you do so. Apart from that, let's get right into it. So, what is Ritual League? Ritual League is a challenge league, which is what happens every 3 months, or in this case, it was a 4-month league last league, but every 3 months, GGG releases a new challenge league. The Ritual League is an in-map challenge league, and what that means is you will encounter ritual within maps and within zones, and you won't have to go outside of those zones to interact with the mechanic. Basically, in Ritual, you will come across in maps these, well, what you would call ritual circles, ritual altars. With the ritual altars, you have to clear the enemies near it. You see this big circle here. We'll get up another one so you can see it a little bit better, this big circle. You clear the enemies around it, then you can go click on the altar. Once you click on the altar, these enemies and some extra enemies will be summoned kind of periodically, and you'll have to fight them all off. If you defeat all the enemies, that is when you can reap your rewards. Rewards do come in the shape of a favor box, a tribute box you can open up here that has a bunch of things in it. Now, you can see up the top here, you've got tribute remaining. What this means is as you fight the enemies, you gain tribute. And this tribute can be used to purchase these items. So say, you know, this divine here, that might be worth 1,000 tribute or 500 tribute. And you can purchase that and put it in your inventory. Another thing that you can do is actually reserve these items for a later use. Right down here with the button Defer Item. For a much cheaper cost, you can select it and defer the item to use some tribute, and then it will show up in your next altar if you complete the next altar, which is really, really interesting. And then the third mechanic is once per altar, you can re-roll for a flat amount of tribute, depending on your map tier and everything like that. Now, it's been said that there are several rituals in each zone. What we know is the cap is 4. Chris Wilson did say on the Q&A with Ziggy D that the cap is 4. But it does change from lower maps to higher maps. So you can consider maybe in low maps you get 1 to 2, and in tier 16 maps you get like 4. So that's probably how it's all gonna look, right? It's probably all gonna look like that. So there's a few things that you can do around that. Basically what you could do is clear all 3 of the rituals and then decide what you want to purchase with all of your tribute from that map. Or, you know, you can just purchase as you see fit. It's also been said that the further in the map you get, the harder the tributes get, but the more rare the items from this tribute window actually become. So you might want to save your tribute to hopefully purchase that sweet headhunter from the last one. That's the core mechanic. There are also some extra bases that you can get. There's some really interesting ones here. The Penitent Mask, Nexus Gloves, and Storm Rider Boots. They all have some really interesting things. You can check them out yourself at pathofexile.com/echoes if you want to have a quick look at those. But I'm going to talk a little bit more about the end game of what Ritual is actually bringing to you. So, what Ritual is bringing to you in the end game is enhancing of these rituals. So I'm just going to read what is mentioned here. In the end game, you can obtain tradable ritual vessels, which are these things down here, which allow you to itemize the monsters from a ritual. You can place up to 4 vessels in the map device alongside a map to add their monsters to the rituals present in the map, substantially increasing both the difficulty and rewards of those rituals. Vessels also substantially increase the monster density which can be very rewarding in maxed out maps that have mechanics like Beyond and Delirium present. So this, coupled with all of the updates that we're getting to Atlas passive skill trees in Echoes of the Atlas, is going to mean we're going to be able to juice our maps to crazy amounts and get probably loot that like we've never seen before within Rituals. Let's have a quick look at these Ritual tradable vessels. So, right here, we have a blood-filled vessel, which has a Guardian of the Phoenix and 21 other monsters. Monster level 83, and it is from Forge of the Phoenix. And this one over here is just a standard ritual vessel. So this is what you would pick up, and then you can also capture the monster with the vessel here, which is really interesting. We can have another little look here about some other loot that you can get. A stack of 4 Exalteds is one thing that could pop up. Obviously, a Headhunter there that looks like it's just been dropped. We then also have some more mechanics here. Katava being fought within a ritual circle as well, which is really, really cool. And then we've also got some big, what looks like harvests beasts as well. And Hydra here. So the endgame potential for this league is just bonkers, is the word that I would like to use. It's absolutely crazy. There's so much that's going to be going on. Basically, it's bossing on top of bossing. We've got bossing happening within the Echoes of the Atlas. Now we've got bossing happening within the ritual vessels as well. And you can expect some pretty crazy content coming out of all of this. That is pretty much it for the Ritual League itself. If you want any more information, the best place to get it is this website that I'm on right now, pathofexile.com/echoes. It's got everything in there that you will need. Lastly, right before we finish, I'm going to talk about maybe some strategies that you could implement to get more out of your rituals. So obviously, juicing your maps, that's a bit of a no-brainer. Juicing your maps is going to mean that you're going to get more tribute, which means you're going to be able to purchase more items. It is also going to mean that you just get more generic loot from your maps. The other thing, as I said before, a little strategy is to do all of the rituals without picking up anything before you decide to purchase anything with tribute, to just see if there's anything in these that, you know, it's the best thing that you want to get. Maybe the best thing that you're going to get is from the first ritual. Maybe it will be from the fourth. You don't know, so it could be a pretty good thing to really have a look at that and see exactly what you want. The really big thing I love about this league is you get to choose the loot that you're dropping. It's not just random loot that's just getting thrown everywhere, or just a loot collection, clicking on chests. You have to sit, you have to think, and really choose what you'd like to pick. And lots of reading as well, which is going to be really interesting. The one downside, well, it could be an upside if you like to watch hardcore players die, is that with all of these different types of all of these different types of windows, opening them within maps and then getting shot off screen, or not paying attention to what's around you, an on-death effect, that sort of thing, could very much kill you quite easily, which is pretty darn interesting. That's everything that I wanted to cover for the Ritual League. What do you think about the Ritual League? Let me know in the comments below. I'm sure we're going to get a lot more information over the next few days. This video probably will go out of date quite quickly, but I wanted to just give you my first reactions and theories and tips about it all before we dive headfirst into the rest of the in-depth discussion about it all. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this content, you can come watch me live at twitch.tv/thisisbadgergaming. See you there. And that's it. Until next time, Badger out.